morning, everyone. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source, only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. I'm Louisse Kalingag, bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. In Metro Manila, expect a dry and sunny Monday with clear skies from mid-morning through late afternoon. Temperatures stay high throughout the day, peaking around 33 to 35 degrees Celsius, while relative humidity drops to low as 58% in the morning and gradually rises again by night. Winds will blow consistently from the west-southwest, with no significant precipitation accepted. Cloud cover returns by the evening, bringing cooler conditions and higher humidity levels overnight. For our traffic segment, motorists are advised of multiple traffic disruptions this morning. A stalled dump truck due to mechanical trouble is occupying one lane along Congressional Avenue westbound near Luzon Avenue as of 8:37 a.m. Meanwhile, a road crash involving a bus and a car is affecting northbound traffic at EDSA Buendia, reported at 8:42 a.m. Another incident, this time involving an SUV, a bus, and a motorcycle was reported earlier at 8:22 a.m. The EDSA P2000 southbound tunnel. MMDA enforcers are currently on site managing all three situations. Now let's move on to today's headlines. Quezon City recorded 43 new leptospirosis cases from July 24 to 30, reaching its epidemic threshold, according to the city's health department. This brings the year's total to 178 cases, 23% higher than the same period in 2024. At least 23 deaths have been reported, up from 18 last year. Most cases were linked to floodwater exposure. The city is offering free doxycycline at 66 healthcare centers and urges residents to seek treatment if symptoms like fever, nausea, or muscle pain appear. The Commission on Elections may reopen national voter registration in October if the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections are postponed to November 2026. COMELEC Chair George Garcia said registration would run from October 2025 to July 2026. Malacanang informed COMELEC that President Marcos may sign the postponement bill on August 12. Meanwhile, election lawyer Romulo Macalintal warned the move is unconstitutional, saying it undermines Filipinos' right to vote and violates the requirement that barangay officials must be elected, not appointed. Senate Minority Leader Vicente Soto III has filed a bill to scrap the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency and create a Presidential Drug Enforcement Authority. The new agency would centralize anti-drug efforts covering enforcement, prosecution, prevention, and rehabilitation. Soto said the current law is outdated and lacks coordination among key departments. He criticized the overemphasis on enforcement, while prevention and rehabilitation remained weak. The proposed authority aims to adopt a more holistic approach to address the country's drug problem and boost peace, security, and economic stability. Speaker Martin Romualdez has refiled House Bill 2664, seeking a 5,000 monthly peso hazard pay for government prosecutors handling high-profile and dangerous cases such as terrorism, drugs, and graft. The tax-exempt allowance would also apply to prosecutors in conflict zones or isolated areas. Romualdez cited growing threats and killings involving prosecutors, noting at least 13 deaths over the past decade. The DOJ and DBM would issue rules within 60 days of the bill's enactment. Funding will come from the DOJ's current budget and future appropriations. Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla urged Metro Manila mayors to finalize a unified no parking policy by September 1 to ease traffic. One option is banning parking on public roads during rush hours. San Juan Mayor Francis Zamora said a total ban is unrealistic, suggesting time-based or one-sided parking instead. A technical group will consolidate LGU proposals. Labor group FFW supports the move, stressing roads aren't private garages. They also propose expanding mass transit and using double-decker buses to reduce congestion, similar to Singapore and London models. For our business news, Apple Pay and Google Pay can launch in the Philippines without registering in the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, as they are classified as technology service providers, not operators or payment systems. BSP Deputy Governor Mamerto Tangonen said both firms will not hold or process funds locally. They simply transmit on their credentials for payments. Financial institutions will remain accountable for any issues. The BSP noted that digital payments made up 57.4% of monthly transactions in 2024, surpassing government targets under the Philippine Development Plan. For our sports update, President Marcos Jr. has created an interagency task force to lead preparations for the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup 2025, which the Philippines will host from November 21 to December 7 in Pasig City and Victoria City. The Philippine Sports Commission will chair the task force, coordinating with key government agencies, LGUs, and private sectors. The move aims to boost local futsal development, global sports reputation, and economic gains. Funding will come from the agency's existing budgets. For our entertainment news, for the first time, Repertory Philippines, Ballet Philippines, and the Manila Symphony Orchestra shared the stage in a landmark show at the theater at Soler. The collaborative performance featured Fibs Peter and the Wolf and the Little Red Riding Hood, blending theater, ballet, and orchestral music. Celebrity narrators, including Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Ressa, lent their voices. The event was part of the Ballet Philippines' 56th season and included free tickets for beneficiaries. Organizers hailed the event as a powerful celebration of Filipino artistic synergy and cultural outreach. Now a quick look at today's horoscope. You may find yourself more reflective than usual today, Virgo. It's a good time to tidy up your personal space or clear emotional clutter. Conversations with loved ones could bring clarity. Just remember to listen with empathy. Professionally, stay focused. Small details matter more than ever. Trust your instincts, but don't rush decisions. A financial opportunity may surface. Evaluate it carefully before committing. Check your luck. The universe might have a surprise in store. For our trivia, the Philippines officially shifted its celebration of Independence Day from July 4 to June 12, following the signing of Republic Act 4166 on August 4, 1964, by then President Diosdado Macapagal. The law declared June 12 as the country's Independence Day to commemorate General Emilio Aguinaldo's proclamation of independence from Spanish colonial rule in Kawit, Cavite in 1898. Previously, the country observed Independence Day on July 4, the same day the United States recognized Philippine sovereignty in 1946. RA 4166 also reclassified July 4 as Philippine Republic Day. The shift underscored the country's assertion of its national identity and historical roots, separate from American colonial influence. Macapagal said the move was intended to rekindle nationalism and preserve the Filipino heritage. That's all for now. Join us again at noon for more updates. I'm Louisse Kalingag, and this has been Tribune News on Cue. Have a great day.